Young photographer Simphiwe Majozi will this morning open his debut photographic solo exhibition at the Springs Art Gallery titled Inhlambululo. Through this project, Majozi strives to explore the IsiZulu tradition of Inhlambululo by exhibiting how he expresses his ongoing cultural beliefs and practices through the lens. And to tell us more about how his new body of work that's curated by Through the Lens Collective manages to sort of capture how we represent ourselves and our experiences through spirituality, Simphiwe Majozi joins us now via Zoom. Simphiwe, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much, and then also I appreciate for having me today, and also greetings to the viewers at home.
Indeed. Now speak to us, Simphiwe, about what this exhibition is all about and what appealed to you about documenting this particular subject of Inhlambululo.
Inhlambululo, it is the title of the exhibition. Inhlambululo, it is the original South African title of this ceremony. And the work speaks about embracing what has been left behind through the heirlooms that we passed down by our deceased family members or relatives.
Okay. Now, do unpack for us the photographs that have been installed for this exhibition and what the inspiration behind some of them was.
The work, the work consists of 19 art pieces. And for me, it was a personal subject and also a home experience in which I have managed to collect the clothing and the shoes, and also a kit as our storage, and also to highlight the starting point of my inspiration.
So, Simphiwe, how did you make it a point that those viewing your work and this exhibition are actually taught about the importance of spirituality, in particular Inhlambululo? In short, how do these pictures tell the story of Inhlambululo?
I mean, the way the work has been photographed, and then also the collections are also highlighting those important emotions that cannot be seen. And it also was, to me, it was also wise, to go and express myself through the photograph.
Okay. Now, this being your first solo exhibition, just take us through how the process of working on it was like.
Yes, of course, it's been a great journey and an experience through the practicing of these images. And it was like having a good starting point, but not knowing the outcomes. But however, the work kept me in a way of exploring, and yeah, it kept me on toes. What I can say.
I quite like what you said earlier on, that this work seems to document the emotions that are not seen, which is quite profound, I would say. Now, and the theme of the cultural and spiritual traditions and practices has been explored so many times through the lens. So what is this body of work bringing to the table that is different?
To me, it's been the way the work has been photographed and expressed, and also the traditional photographers, they've been documenting the sacred ritual and then practice that are more of exploring. And then my images consist of in collaboration with my family members.
And I understand I understand that you are a graduate of the Ekurhuleni Photographic Project, Simphiwe. Speak to us about this and the kind of role that it played in the photographer that you are today.
Indeed, it's been a phenomenal journey, and also self-reflection, and also self-introspective, and then try to deep more and archive these stories that can be a starting point to define who we are.
And in your quest of digging more, what is it that you found as someone who've just started in this industry?
These tangible family souls, which were inherited to us, and so we've been taking for granted, and then so this is where I wanted to step and then take responsibility. Be in charge and be responsible.
So for those who are not so privy to this cultural practice of Inhlambululo, perhaps those who are not African, I would say, do you find that it does help them in a way? So trying to take us through, the pros and the cons of this cultural practice.
Yeah, I can say the reality always going to retrieve those hidden scenes as act in which we tend to play with those scenes, but in a way of embracing. This. Just to be general. We wear these clothes and then we also retrieve back those conversations that we involved during the existing lineage of our deceased family members.
And I suppose then that the common denominator becomes our identity as Africans if we embrace this kind of cultural practice. And as a young photographer and artist who's just found his feet in the industry, speak to us about some of the challenges that you have encountered.
Actually, I would say, Simphiwe, I'm still trying to find my feet in this industry, and we all aware of the demanding side of photography and the expensing. The expense through the process. But I'll always embrace. And highlight that it's always a good start.
Yes.
We've got people who can help, and also the social media has been the way forward.
Yes.
For us, and as we are the young people, and to kind of not stopping not stopping and influencing what is good. For us as we are young people.
Okay. Let's talk about your love and passion for photography, as well as how you express yourself through the lens.
I grew up in Dayton, and Dayton is just the home of art for me and different mediums, and then being part of the community as well. Since I was younger, it played an important role to me. And then so we looking at the likes of through those medium. I'm looking at Oprah Mvuzo. He plays music. That's how the cosmetic image has been driven me. And also looking at the Prasmol and who's the founder of Sibikwa, and also Galaxy Ngwenya. I can say so.
This is a very interesting concept, Simphiwe, and we certainly hope that those unanswered questions about or around Inhlambululo will be answered. Now, give us more details on the exhibition. I believe that the walkabout will be held on the 3rd of July, isn't it?
Yes, that's for sure. But Simphiwe, the exhibition is taking place. Actually, the opening is taking place today.
Yes.
At 12 o'clock at Springs Art Gallery. And as you've just mentioned, the artist walkabout is going to be on the 3rd of July, and the exhibition ends on the 30th of July.
Okay, Sims, great chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simphiwe.
Thank you. That was Eguruleni-based young photographer Simphiwe Majozi talking to us about his debut photographic solo exhibition at the Springs Art Gallery called Inhlambululo, and it opens today and will run until the 30th of July.